Hello everybody, this is Allshouse Gaming and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Potionomics. In the previous episode we went around and started collecting all of the custom orders we need to unlock our rank 10 with our friends. Now we can turn in the ones for Zid and Mint. We still gotta brew up some tolerance potions and some sight potions for Corsac and Quinn respectively, but may as well get started. Unlock Zid rank 10. And let's unlock Mint rank 10. Now honestly at this point, I don't really need to... Well, I do still need to brew up potions for the other custom orders. Though there is some crossover, and I know at least one of them I've got taken care of. And I've already got the last of the potions coming up, plus the two of them are already aging. But there's still probably going to be some brewing. I'm hoping most of them are covered by this point, by just what I have in stock. I know Saffron's is, because she requires a fire tonic and an ice tonic. I can't remember the others. I know none of them needed any dowsing enhancers. I think I might need to brew up some insight, I think, for Muktuk. But anyways, I've got Petrification Cures brewing up, Icicle Pufferfish, 3 Venomous Whip Traps, a Yeti Antler, a Silver Stag Antler, Static Spiderling, a Warg Pheromone, Keelan Trihorn, Sack of Hive Slime, Fairy Flower Bulb, and Fayberry. Oh! Something I forgot to mention in Monday's episode, but I'm actually recording these about a couple weeks in advance because I'm finally doing something that I've been talking about in my Persona 5 videos for a while now, and that's that I finally am upgrading my PC's CPU so it can handle things. Got a damn good one, and a motherboard, because my current one doesn't support 12th gen processors. And I wanted to make sure I had a buffer of videos just in case something goes wrong and I'm not going to have access to my PC for a while. Fingers crossed. Anyways, let's get to brewing this up. We still got the Seeking Enhancers that's brewing, but once we get that, we should get the achievement for brewing up everything. Right? Seen it. Yep, tier 6, tier 6, tier 6. Yep, Seeking Enhancer's the only one left. Let's see. Sight Enhancer, 2 Icicle Pufferfish, Liquid Metal Ore, Weeping Metal Ore, 4 Cosmic Cassavas, an Acid Rutabaga, Swamp Octopus, Fairy Flower Bulb, and Unicorn Horn. Let's see. Masterwork Tolerance with 2 Body Snatchers, Sloughed Skin, 3 Slaughtermelons, 5 Owlbear Pheromones, a Lamia Shed Scale, and Static Spiderling. Which I could have sworn I'd already tossed wood into, but whatever. Let's see, Masterwork Curse Cure, because I know I'm going to need Curse Cures for someone. 2 Liquid Metal Ores, Weeping Metal Ore, Dragon Egg Citrus, 2 Owlbear Pheromones, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Geode Citrus. And lastly, some superior stamina potions. 4 Pandemonium Shrooms, 3 Creeping Mildews, 4 Sepulchre Widows, and a Diamond Salt. No, nothing else to it. But to go to sleep. Because I don't have time for anything else. I hope I don't have a concussion. Not that anyone asked. Good lord, I think that's the most gold we've spent at all. Or period. Well, barring the prizes, but, you know, those don't count. Okay, now for that cutscene we skipped over. For some reason. Oh, right, the stress thing. What was the name of that cheese that I liked? Sylvia, I'm glad to catch you before business hours. Not that there really are any business hours, because I'm not selling anything. I won't keep you long. I'm here as a professional courtesy in my capacity as host and sponsor for the competition. I know how quickly rumors spread in this town. Perhaps you've already heard about last night's break-in at the guild hall. No, I hadn't. Is everyone okay? All is well. In the end, no one was hurt and nothing was taken. But there is some indication that the intruder was attempting to steal the rare ingredient we've set aside as part of the grand prize. Maven Bloom? The very same. It's why I wanted you to hear this from me. As a finalist, you're doubtless eager to know that the prizes remain secure. And I can assure you that they do. I take the matter seriously. As we speak, I have Corsac laying traps, and I've already commissioned a devilishly clever lockbox from Saffron. Gwyn is even going to set up a curse. I'm not entirely clear on what it does, but for what they're charging, it must be rather nasty. Wow, you're definitely going all out. In truth, this isn't the first attempt that's been made. Someone's been testing the limits of our wards ever since the Maven Bloom was brought back from Maven's castle. Should have realized before now that's what they were after. With each passing day, we're having more success sending our heroes into the wasteland. The spells have been impressive. Yet that Maven Bloom sample remains one of a kind. I hope your heroes are taking precautions out there. You wouldn't want anyone to get, I don't know, transmogrified into an animal or anything. Transmogrified? Ha! The imagination on you. But you needn't worry. My people are highly trained and the radiation that's inundated the place has diminished significantly over recent months. It seems the land is finally recovering from the fallout of that historic battle. I'd love to know what really happened all those years ago. Wouldn't we all? But Robin was the only surviving witness, and he was so traumatized by the experience that he's only been able to share scant details. He wasn't even a trained squire. Did you know that? He was just a local orphan conscripted by the heroes after the Kraken battle. They needed a guide, and Robin was drafted into the role. It would have never happened today, not on my watch. I mean, the impact on liability insurance premiums alone. But nothing short of a miracle. It's nothing short of a miracle the poor child managed to walk all the way back to town in the wake of the disaster. He picked up the lizard on the way, you know. That's why he's so firmly attached to it. He's generally a nice guy, though, right? He got a little rude the other day. Well, no one gets be that successful at having a strong competitive streak. That reminds me, if Robin is competing this time, who's judging the competition? Not to worry, I have someone lined up already. You'll like him. He is ethically unimpeachable, a public-speaking dynamo with his finger on the very pulse of the market. Furthermore, he's graceful and lithe with perfectly coiffed blue hair, frankly surprising upper body strength, and a nice smile. You're obviously talking about yourself right now. I can neither confirm nor deny. Stimulus payments. Working Raftons have hit the shops after receiving economic impact payments. Leisure class and new arrivals must do without. Sorry, Sylvia. Dang. Clients have noticed that cloying scents can distract from effectiveness of potions meant to hone the senses. Good aroma trade has less impact. Ah well. Anyways, let's head up. The cauldrons gather up everything. Masterwork Petrification Cure, not that it really matters, I only need Superior, but meh. And that should be all of the Tier 6 potions. There it is. Gotta mix them all. Make all level 6 tier potions. And that is the last of the achievements. Well, at least for me, because I've already played this game before and got all the story-based ones. Alright. These two still have 3 to go, but I can toss in the Seeking Enhancer I just got. Not that I'll really need it. 4180. Wow, it is actually more valuable than the others. Then again, I have noticed that with some of the enhancers. Well, now I've got those, let's turn in some more custom orders for our friends. Actually, you know what? I could look into what I need for them. Oh, there was also something else. Something else I could change up with my deck. Regular pressure would rattle them off, but I'm not using pressure. So I'll just replace Scheme with Rattle 'em Off. If I haven't already done that. No, I can only have one. Fine. And toss in an extra mulligan. Not that I'm gonna really need it. The only time I'm going to really be needing it after this is for the competition. Because there's no point in making more money. Because even though in reality, I actually should be gathering up more ingredients and money for after the competition, for us, her story ends there. Anyways, customization, cauldron. Wrong one. Let's see, I've got tier 3s down here. Tier 3's up there, yep, we're good. Alright, I'm not gonna do the rank 10s just yet. Instead, I want to go around and collect all of the rank 9s. Which, speaking of which, who else do I have? Let's see. Have I gotten Quinn? I've gotten all my heroes. Let's see. Discouraged from songwriting and resigned to performing the familiar crowd pleasers, Zitta's turned to Sylvia for emotional support. Discouraged by Rafta's disregard for the environment, Corsac is worried that Sylvia might be the only person who gets him. Sylvia is concerned that Mint's determination to prove herself is in fact holding her back. And Quinn has confessed a desire to learn what their parents are up to, and Sylvia has resolved to help. Alright, let's head out and start collecting some more rank 10s. Let's head up Saffron. I know I've got the potions for her. I'm almost out of material for my pipe. I'll go out on a limb and guess you don't buy your tobacco at the marketplace. It actually isn't tobacco at all, just a soothing blend of flower petals and witch bramble. I wonder it smells so floral. Let me show you how I do it. Saffron pushes aside some foliage to reveal a small workstation. Among the tools on display, Sylvia recognizes a mortar and pestle and a small fermenter. Until recently, I reused old jars for fermentation, but Muktuk's craftsmanship is second to none. I'm sure he's told you so himself. You want to take a spin with the pestle while I cycle out the fermentor? And make it nice and fine? Dried fairy flowers hang from a line that runs between tree branches. Saffron reaches up and plucks a few petals. She places the brittle petals and a pinch of bramblevine into the mortar, which she then hands to Sylvia. Sylvia gets to work grinding the materials down. The repetitive motion and the sound of the clinking pestle lull her into a peaceful haze. It's kind of relaxing, isn't it? Small work with the hands can be meditative, particularly if you aren't the type to enjoy sitting still. And we both know you don't like being idle. The smell is soothing too, and maybe I should take a puff from your pipe. Oh, I'm not sure that's a good idea. Even if it isn't tobacco, smoke isn't good for your lungs. I know that might sound hypocritical of me, but as a Fey being, I have less to worry about. Humans are fragile, and I'd like to keep you in one piece. I mean, thanks for looking out for me. You're a good influence. Glad you didn't take offense. If I'm honest, this touches on a topic I've been dwelling on lately. I'm not sure exactly how to put this. Not to be a total mimic, but remember to breathe. That's right. Of course that's right. Managing stress brings serenity of mind, and vice versa. Serenity of mind. Draw 5 cards, can only be played if stress level is less than 20%. Oh, not bad. See? You've taught me a lot. I'm glad about that. And glad for the reminder that I can speak openly with you. Here's what has me troubled. You're human, Sylvia, and I'm not. My lifespan is longer than yours, my body is more resilient. I'm not immortal by any means, but chances are I'll still be here when you're gone. Given my history, I'm sure you can imagine how that makes me feel. Well, the good stuff is worth some hurt. I mean, what's the alternative? You said you don't want to hide away, and that means taking the good and the bad as it comes. That's certainly wise. It's hard to argue that I would be better off unfeeling and alone. I was content in my solitude these last years, but now that I know what I was missing, there's no going back. I'm not suggesting we should stop spending time together. Not at all. That's a relief. Hey, I'm not one for drama, you know that. I'm only trying to be honest about my fears. And if I'm overprotective at times, or if I ever seem like I'm trying to push you away, I hope you'll at least know where I'm coming from. Not a place of callousness, quite the opposite. I know you care about me. Good, don't forget it. Please be patient with me, Sylvia. It's an adjustment for me. It might take me some time to get used to it. I want Saffron to understand that I'm not expecting her to move at anyone's pace but her own. Words don't seem sufficient. Oh, so how about a meaningful gesture? Yep, fire tonic and ice tonic. Saffron needs reassurance that Sylvia is willing to let her set her pace of their relationship. Sacrificing a pair of resistance tonics ought to make that pointed nicely. And now let's head up to Muktuk. Here we are, Sylvia, where we belong, on the cutting edge. The guild has recently debuted an entirely new art form. It is daring, it is immersive, it is karaoke. And I should like to try it. Sylvia isn't sure what to expect. She settles into her seat while the guild's own bard kicks things off. Bard has a beautiful voice, intimidatingly so. If her performance is meant to encourage the audience to step up and sing, it has the opposite effect on Sylvia. Muktuk shows no such reservations. As soon as the bard is finished, he's on his feet, downing his ale and bounding toward the stage. Muktuk belts out an utterly depressing song about loss, loneliness, and failure. Failure. Sylvia notes he doesn't need the microphone. And he certainly has the crowd's attention. All the chatter around the guild hall comes to a stop. He's not good, exactly, but he pours so much emotion into the song it's impossible to look away. Ah, that was invigorating! Good job, but are you okay? Of course! Why? Were my warbles not to your liking? It's more the choice of song, and I'm pretty sure you are crying through the third verse. Ah, please, do not take my song selection too seriously. I did not choose it for the lyrics, dear Sylvia, but for the pitch. Muktuk's vocal range lies somewhere below bass. And I am a happy walrus. I have much to be grateful for, although there is, I confess, a well of sadness within me. I tap it from time to time as fuel for art. Of late, despite all that is good in this life, I find that well is growing. Is it something I can help with? It is good of you to ask, and yet your kindness, it deepens my shame. For I have not been entirely honest with you, Sylvia. I told you that the ancestors, they have been quiet. But in truth, they have been utterly silent. To have been on my pilgrimage for so long, and heard nothing? It is worrying, Sylvia, deeply so. I strive to be deserving of the ancestors' guidance. I push myself to my limits until my muscles ache. Yet they remain silent, and so naturally I wonder. Is the problem with Muktuk? Is Muktuk not worthy of their wisdom? You must have proven yourself worthy by now. Based on everything you've told me about the purpose of a pilgrimage, you're going above and beyond what's expected of you. Perhaps you're right. Perhaps this darkness is meant only to show how brightly I can shine. But I am tired of being tested, Sylvia, and I begin to worry that the problem is not my worthiness, but something more profound. What if... I can hardly bring myself to say it, but I must. What if there are no ancestors? What if those who claim to have heard them were untruthful? What if I am only the butt of some grand joke? It's only natural to have moments of doubt, but you shouldn't doubt what you've accomplished. You're so talented, Muktuk. Your upgrades have demonstrably improved my life. As ever, you humble me, and it is very persuasive to focus on the artistry. If you were selling me my own cauldrons, I would buy! Artistry. Raise interest by 10, increase price of potion by 5%. pretty good. There, see? You get where I'm coming from. There are things I do well, and it is good of you to remind me. But I have grander ambitions. Fear not, however, I shall not allow myself to become mired in self-pity. For wallowing is the ultimate self-indulgence, and I do not have the time to waste. Muktuk is being too hard on himself. He needs to see that he's already accomplished great things. Maybe I can help with that. Yep, insight and alertness enhancer. I did brew up alertness. Also, I forgot to look at the titles of these. Shoot. Insight is 2020. Muktuk is in sore need of a paradigm shift, and combining insight and alertness enhancers can provide moments of blistering self-awareness. Well, I can definitely get the insight going by tomorrow morning. Let me just queue that up on the brute forcer. And what did I need for this? Arcane quartz. Let me go hit up Quinn for that. You know what? I probably should be sending some of my heroes out to the wasteland. If only to get some of those, some of that wood that I need for... Actually, I don't need them for my shelves anymore. What am I thinking? Because for some reason it glitched out and gave me extra maxed out shelves. I'm still not sure about why that is. Alright, let's upgrade this one. Oh wait, I need 2 arcane quartz. Oh, that's fine. A quick trip. We'll fix that. And do I have the sorcerite for it? Yeah, oh yeah, I've got tons. Okay, next up, Luna, and then Roxanne, and then I'm gonna head back to the shop for the day. Hey, thanks for joining me. I've got to pick out some new office furniture. As harmless... Hold up. As harmless as that sounds, it can be a fraud experience. Why? Are you a big spender? Not exactly. Just come with me to the lamp vendor, okay? And pull me out if I do anything... weird. As soon as I step inside the lamp seller stall, Luna tenses up. Pupils grow huge, her wings flutter, and she walks toward the nearest lamp. Then she walks right into the lamp, bumping against it repeatedly. Luna! Luna! Snap out of it! Oh no, I did it again, didn't I? Maybe we should skip the lamps for now. What's next on your list? Rugs! But we'd better steer clear of the wool ones. I've been known to snack. Well, that wasn't quite the relaxing outing I had in mind. I'm more out of sorts than I I was at the start. Eyeballs don't randomly fall out of sockets, right? They're in there pretty good. My teeth are chatting so hard my face feels loose. Nerves? Stress? Yes and yes. Also lack of sleep. Caffeine is nature's panacea, but it has its limits, and I may have found them, Sylvia. I know I probably spend too much time complaining to you about my big client. But you're my best friend, Sylvia, and you're the best sounding board I have when I'm feeling desperate to vent. Vent away. That's what I'm here for. You're too good to me, Sylvia. As you probably noticed, I've been burning the candle at both ends. I've started feeling like I'm in danger of burning out completely. So I let Her Highness know that the amount of work she was asking for wasn't sustainable. I was afraid she'd be disappointed. I thought maybe I'd even lose her business, but instead she came back with an offer. An offer? She wants to buy the whole business, Sylvia. She wants my little boutique to become her full-time publicity team. That's right, a team. She wants me to expand, and her offer came with a very generous number attached. Luna, congratulations. That's every entrepreneur's dream, right? Maybe. To be honest, I'm not really sure what I want. How do I even begin to make such a big decision? What does your 5-year plan say? Does taking the offer get you closer to your goals? Sylvia, that's brilliant. I might not have planned for this specifically, but there is a plan. I need to consider new opportunities in that context. It's a lot to consider. Am I ready to cede control on this scale? Am I ready to cut my other clients loose to focus on a single ongoing project? I don't know the answers. Honestly, my head throbs when I even try to think about it. Did I mention my eyes feel like they're bulging out? You need some sleep, I think. A big decision like this, you need to come at it with a clear head. Sleep. Now that you've said it, that's all I can think about. You're a master of subliminal suggestion, Sylvia. I hope you're using those skills in your daily negotiations. Subliminal suggestion. Applies subliminal suggestion for 3 turns. Raises interest by 10 at the start of the customer's turn. Value decreases by 5 every turn. Listen to the sound of my voice, and give me all your money. I'm not totally under your control. Although I'd pay you an absurd amount of money for a supercharged cup of coffee right now. Or Luna. More coffee is the last thing she needs. Maybe I can brew up something even better. Mana potion and stamina potion. Luna's refresher course. Luna needs the benefits of a good night's sleep, or the next best thing. A combination of mana and stamina potions will rejuvenate her mind and body. And now for Roxanne. After that, it's just Salt and Pepper and Baptiste, and then I can start on rank 10s. I mean, technically speaking, I don't need to wait until I'm done with them, and I probably won't. All set for your study session? I've got the flashcards. I've got the snacks, although I'm afraid you'll have to sign a waiver first. Some of these snack peppers are hot enough to scald your tongue. Yeah, I might just stick with pretzels. Flashcards in hand, Sylvia begins quizzing Roxanne on the finer points of business administration. She gets more answers wrong than she gets right. And rather than accepting that, she tends to argue, as if the wrong answer could be made right if she just disagrees passionately enough. Ugh, this is pointless. You'll get the hang of it. No, I mean, there's no point in doing this. We already know I'm going to ace this exam, there's no doubt about that. Well, that's a bit ominous. I've had enough, Sylvia. For too long I have languished on the surface world, shackled by the rules of polite society. Now at last I have the upper hand. I forgot how much you enjoyed playing the villain. It's positively thrilling. But I'm not just role-playing here, I've got gossip. Hot, juicy, damaging gossip. The sort of person might pay to make go away. Wait. You're talking about blackmail. This is about my snoring, but I'm not that embarrassed. Dear thing, no, I wouldn't dream of fleecing you. I mean, what would I even get out of you? Loose change and pocket lint? Ha ha. Listen, I didn't go looking for trouble, not this time. But I was naturally curious about the identity of the man who will be proctoring my exam. I thought I'd wear his favorite perfume, perhaps, or the colors of his favorite sports team. Just a little something to nudge his perception of me in a positive direction. I'm not sure that would help with a totally objective multi-choice test, but okay. Imagine my surprise, however, when I realized I recognized the man. I'd seen him once before, among the revelers at a pirate jamboree. He must have made quite an impression. You could say that. He was thrown overboard midway through the party. In fact, after he was caught pawing through a litter box. Some people claimed he'd simply dropped his keys. Others believed he was deep in his cups and looking for buried doubloons. The outcome was the same. His actions were declared an irredeemable party foul, and he was forced to walk the plank before he could stink up the place. I photo-glyphed the whole thing, and I can't imagine he'd want those images to be posted anywhere. All this to say, I have a trump card, and now I only have to decide whether to use it. You're better than this, Roxanne. Blackmail's cheating. And you're brilliant, so why resort to cheating? Well, the flattery is welcome. As for the whole moralizing, curse it. If I'm honest, I was hoping you'd hate this plan. Lately, I've grown increasingly uncomfortable with shortcuts. That's due in no small part to your influence. More than once, when faced with moral conundrum, I found myself asking, what would Sylvia think? It sounds like you're developing a conscience. You know the right thing to do. It's just easier for you to do it when you can blame it on me. A conscience and a psychoanalyst all in one, eh? You're a perfectly rotten influence, Sylvia. And by that you mean, I'm a good influence? Call it whatever you like, it's aggravating. You have such an innocent demeanor, but you certainly know how to deploy your charm to get what you want. Turn that magnetic sway onto your customers. I think you'll like the results. Magnetism. Raise interest by 15, apply charm for 2 turns. Temporarily increases the price of potions by 15%. Not bad. Thanks. Now, should we get back to studying? Perhaps later. I have some machinations to ponder. And it's much easier to be wicked when you're not around. Roxanne is struggling to walk the straight and narrow. I should find a way to show support for her new lease on life. Oh, the places you'll go. Roxanne has a bright future ahead of her if she can resist her wicked impulses. A curse cure and radiation tonic will allow her to travel far and wide. Alright, well, I'm out of time, so it's time to head back to the shop and brew up some more insight potions for Muktuk. And I'm probably going to look up what I need for Salt and Pepper and Baptiste just so I can get those brewed up right away. But with that, I'm going to end this episode off here for today. If you guys like what you see, please leave a like, subscribe for future content, don't forget to hit that bell icon to get notifications for an upload, and please, leave a comment down below this video. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching.